Are you wondering why your manifestations are on a delay? Are you somebody who's been doing all the work, following Neville Goddard's work, following quantum soul mechanics, and you truly are ready for whatever you've been calling in, living in the wish fulfilled to actualize? Okay? If this speaks to you, this video is for you. I'm going to share with you 3 tips that's going to help you actualize that which you're manifesting today. I'm Elasa Tina Marie, and I am here as a quantum soul guide, and I'm here to help you embody who you truly came here to be and give your best gifts. Live your best life. Are you ready? Okay, let's drop in. Okay, so tip number 1 on why you're possibly in a delay of receiving and experiencing the actualization of your manifestation is because you're visualizing scenes that are step by step too much. You're focusing on the wanting of it and the desiring of it rather than the already having it. In Neville Goddard's work of Law of Assumption, we remember that we have to assume and live in the wish fulfilled. We have to assume we already are living it, having it, experiencing it, and live in that wish fulfilled. It doesn't say we live in the step by step to get there. It's saying we have to already be in the end scenes. So when you're doing your visualizations, we want you to add in really key scenery and feelings, because it's important that you feel as if. That will require you smiling while you visualize these end scenes. Some end scenes that you could do if you're visualizing a house you want to be in, you actually want to imagine already acquiring the house, sitting in the house, walking through the kitchen, sitting in your living room, looking over the water's edge, and feeling the feels of the tactile feeling of the couch. Literally try to imagine some scenes that are very simple of that end scene, of being in the wish fulfilled. Okay? So tip number 2 is that you actually want to place yourself in the vibratory frequency when your eyes are open. So this may mean that you actually start to feel as if you're to live at this, dream home, does your, demeanor change? Does your physical feelings in your body change? Are you working out more? Are you dressing differently? Have you, shifted even your identity on videos we've talked about before, like really embodying this new version that lives in a higher class house, that has higher paying clients, that lives in, the life of you having your dream job. What do you actually physically wear? How do you walk? How do you talk? So that your vibrations are lifted. Are you happy? Of course you are. So you want to be in more joy more often. Are you physically fit? Do you feel good in your body? If you don't, you may want to start implementing, exercise routines so you get your vibratory rate up. Now we do know with recent studies that even visualizing running and visualizing lifting weights, they found that you actually do gain muscle mass, and that you do actually, your brain does believe that you actually just went for a run and sends about the right chemicals to be fired, so that you actually have some increase in your body's physical wellness. But I will say that you actually putting in a routine or starting to run or walk, especially taking walks, in a high vibratory area of nature, or walking along the beach edge and getting those fresh ions, it's going to assist you to lift your light particles and spin in a higher rate. Okay, so tip number 3 has to do with, tip number 3 is a game changer. You want to already put yourself in the scenario of the wish fulfilled. So let's say you're looking to move to a beachfront home. You actually have to go to those places. Maybe you want to go ahead and do an open house tour. Maybe you want to actually go sit at the land and meditate, in the public area on the beach, and visualize that you're laying out there, that you're sitting in meditation, that you just went for a run and this is your home that's behind you. Maybe you want to take a walk, around the neighborhood. I highly suggest taking walks around the neighborhood. Many of the homes that I've acquired, I've physically walked with my family around the neighborhood and literally lined myself up quickly to moving into that area. Even with 2 beachfront homes on the same street, 10 years apart, on Clearwater Beach, I was able to just go to that spot. I intuited where I was going to be moving. I could see it in my mind's eye, and I physically went to the location of where I could see it in my mind's eye, and I meditated. Literally the next day, I was able to connect with another dear friend who's an acupuncturist and acquire the home to be a roommate, but also to run a once a month retreat out of it, helping people with master cleanses. And another time, 10 years later, same street, also walked the neighborhood and went and got, connected with the realtor to look at the home, and was actually able to acquire a beautiful mansion on Clearwater Beach, beachside again, same street, El Dorado. And at a rate, it was a high dollar rent, but it was doable. It stretched us, but it pushed us to go ahead and be our best and, draw forth higher experiences in our life as far as our income. So putting yourself in the actual place will jump you, because it'll literally line you up in the physical realm of, this is it, I am here. And if it's something else like, you're looking for your dream partner, you may want to take yourself on a date, like, what does it feel like to love yourself, adorn yourself? We also talk about mirror work. We'll do another video here soon on that. If it's looking for, you're shifting your career or your path, you may want to start to actually go through the motions of looking and seeing what's out there. Or if you're shifting your business, you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for working with a certain type of clientele, how can you put yourself actually in front of those people? Maybe go to some, networking groups, or go to the places where you may have contact with them, like different sort of open houses and things like that. So all of these things for tip number 3, literally living as if, along with tip number 2, getting your vibratory rate lifted, dressing and feeling and embodying the identity of who you truly came here to be, your best self, living your best life, living in these wishes fulfilled, actualizing them now, is all works together. And so when you remember who you are and why you are, right, you're an eternal soul that has certain affinity patterns that you naturally are gravitating to. You're meant to do those things. You also have certain desires, these high level desires. And if you have them and you feel them and you can see them behind your 2 eyes, you already are in them in a higher vibratory rate. And it's about you believing in yourself, loving yourself enough, deep self-love practices, work with the scripting exercises, work with even, in the evening, playing different type of music and sometimes some affirmations, either from your own voice of others who can help you putting in those subconscious information into your psyche that help you to remember on the whisper of the subconscious who you are. So, you have to rememorize who you came here to be, because some of the subconscious memorized material may be outdated and may be why you're projecting the same scenes. So check out our other videos on that. We look forward to working with you again on your next video. Please like, subscribe, all of that. Please let me know anything on this video that really was an aha for you and something that you are willing to be held accountable that you're going to do today. Okay, have a great day.